Katie Castine. Number 4, Kelly Gagno. Number 6, Jessica Bayshard. Number 8, Michelle Etier. Number 7, Karen Weierstall. Number 5, Bonnie LeCount. Number 3, Jennifer Garceau. And number 6, Heather Hicks. For Team Blain, coached by Sam Blain, we have Tori Brassard, number 7. Missy Francis, number 6. Michelle Menard, number 5. Alicia Smith, number 4. Jessica Blain, number 1. Caravano, number 9. Heather Desero, number 2. And Hillary Watts, number 8. I'd like to thank all the fans for bringing the kids out in this bad weather, and enjoy the game.
Hello everyone, this is Calvin Castine. We're at Northeastern Clinton Central School. We just heard Don Sears introduce Team Marlow and Team Blain. Team Marlow in maroon, Team Blain in green. Consolation round of the first annual junior high girls basketball tournament. 7th and 8th graders here at NCCS. Gary Castine and Steve Southwick, the referees. The opening tip goes to Garceau. She gives it up to Gagno. A couple of yo's in the background. Garceau and Gagno. Over to Castine. And tipped out by Francis. Garceau will inbound it. Consolation game, as we said. In the opening round, it was a 28-21 loss for Team Marlow at the hands of Team Guerin, Malcolm Guerin. And Team Blain lost 34-25 to Team Gagno, Jim Gagno's team. So we have Sam Blain and Tom Marlow here. These are elementary league coaches, and Don Sears is calling this the coaches tournament. Give the elementary coaches a chance to be reunited with their former players that were there when they were at the 7th and 8th grade level. Actually, when they were at the 5th and 6th grade level, they are now at the 7th and 8th grade level. Blain brings it up for the green. Over to Desero. Tipped away by Weierstall. Francis goes down hard. Blain's pass is picked off, and we have an injury here. Action will continue with Missy Francis over on the sidelines. She's a good hard-nosed ball player. If she comes out with an injury, you know she's got to be hurting. Daniel gives it to Garceau. Over to Weierstall. Bono inbounds it to Blain, and she brings it up. 6.5 to go in the first quarter. No score. Garceau with the steal. And over to Weierstall. Looks underneath for Castine. Gagno will shoot 2. Before we get too far in the game, Don Sears asked us to be sure to mention as Gagno hits the second foul shot. His thanks to Gary Finney of Finney Sports, a fine advertiser here on Hometown Cable. He wants to thank Finneys for giving him a break on the shirts for this tournament. They lowered the price a little bit so that it was affordable. The girls each bought their own shirt. They get to keep it, and that way there's no expense to the school, and they have something to show for their entry fee, we'll call it. Ball comes to Brassard, and the green team is on the scoreboard. They lead 2-1. Garso brings it up. Brassard picks up her second foul. She's going to have to be careful. They're allowed 6 in the tournament. 6 fouls, not 5 that you normally would get. Daniel shot, rebounds, blocked by Smith. Blain brings it up. Stolen by Wirestall. Knocked away by Blain. Watts will inbound it. We have Francis back in along with Menard and Hicks. I'll make that Watts for the green. I see Ichie in for the maroon. Blain will inbound it. Hicks is in for the green club, for the maroon club. Ball comes to Brassard. Francis picks it up. The coaches, several of the coaches have contributed, and there'll be $25 awarded to several ball players chosen at random following the tournament to be used for basketball clinics that they may want to attend. Of course, most kids in the area who attend basketball clinics go to Larry Cowan's Future Stars Clinic at Plattsburgh State. But I'm sure they don't have to attend that particular one, but the money is to be used to help them attend the clinic. So I believe there's up to 8 that are going to be awarded, at least 4. But we'll find out after the championship game exactly. Francis tied up in the corner, guarded closely by Ichie. Gets it out to Blain. Over to Brassard. No 30-second shot clock. Brassard says, well, maybe I won't take that long shot after all. Blain keeps control, drives the baseline. Brassard underneath. LeCount rebounds. Gives it to Wirestall. Ichie. Wirestall underneath to Hicks. And it's a 3-2 lead for Maroon. We have 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first. As most of the 7th and 8th grade basketball fans and players know, I'm an advocate of intramural basketball. I think this should be expanded on right here. Get even more kids to participate. There's a lot more kids who might enjoy in-house competition like this, and it'd be a better brand of basketball than what they're getting right now in the modified B level. And if they want to keep the modified B, that's fine with me too, but I think the way to improve our local talent here is to go with a modified junior high intramural program with the boys and for the girls. They come out of the elementary leagues right now raring to go, and they just sit there and wait for the other schools to catch up with them. Talent-wise, I think they need something to keep their skills sharp, and they're not getting it with the modified B. 3-2 the score, 2:15 to go first quarter. Bono tosses it into Blain. Out to Desero. Francis hidden behind the Southwick. Foul was called on Francis. Wirestall brings it back, taken away by Blain. No defense in the backcourt. The green ball. Bessero will bring it across midcourt. Zip over to Blain. Low scoring, 3-2, 1:16 to go, first quarter. Green ball. Marlow has it tipped. It was tipped by Red. She could have kept dribbling it. She almost lost it there, being afraid to take it in the backcourt. Bessero gets it out to Francis. Francis pulls up for the short shot. Rebound pulled down by Ichie. Gives it to Hicks. Hicks has it tipped away by Blain. And Count gets it to Ichie. Gagnol's shot, rebounded by Francis. Bessero sets the pick. Francis is looking for Brassard. It's going to be red ball. 3 seconds. Tom Marlow told her to go to half court. Time starts when the ball is touched. She should have been at half court. No defense in the back court. Could have just waited for the ball to come to her. Francis with a scoop shot. Good heads-up play by Missy Francis, or as her birth certificate says, Marianne Francis. 4-3, Green's ahead now. Castine puts it to the floor, pulls up with a short jumper. Francis brings it back. Wirestall brings it back now for Red. A little bump. Green ball. Francis gets it back to Blain. Blain pulls up for the jump, fadeaway shot, tipped back out. Blain controls. Blain drives, blocked by Castine. Castine comes out with it. Head looking for Garso and stays in bounds, but almost pushed out. Wirestall inbounds, gets it to LeCount. Castine picks it up. Looking for the base shot underneath. Puts it to the floor. Back out front to LeCount. LeCount had the shot. Should have taken it. Had the 15-footer.
Come on, let's get some shots in. Come on.
Coach Marlow saying, shoot the foul shots. Blain, I'll make that Bono all alone. Nice look. Carabano puts the green team up 6-3. Castine inbounds to Ichie. Castine drives, reverse layup. Ichie with a shot. Garso tracks it down, gets it over to LeCount. Back to Castine. Has it knocked away by Brassard. Francis picks it up. Jesse Francis drives and the layup. And it's a 8-3 lead. We're expecting a close game here. Green has been out hustling the red team. An example of the hustle has been that Green has picked up a lot more fouls, so that could end up hurting them as we get close to the end of the ball game. This is Bonnie LeCount shooting. LeCount rebounds. Pushed up ahead by Watts. Picked off, taken back by Francis. Ball comes into Menard. Francis, Menard in the backcourt. Sounds like a local contractor, doesn't it? Francis will bring it up. Over to Blain from 15. Castine controls. Gagno makes it an 8-5 ball game. Nice drive to the hoop. Menard brings it down. Uche picks it up. Brings it back. We have 3:53 to go in the half. A red ball. Fouls on Brassard. LeCount shooting 2. That's at least 3, maybe 4 on Brassard. And like we said, he gets 6. So she's at least halfway there. With 3:40 left in a half. Apparently somebody was across the line on Green, so LeCount got her first shot over. Now this is her second shot. She makes it good, so it's an 8-6 ball game. Blain will bring it up. Gets it to Watts. Taken away by LeCount. Brassard picks up another foul. She's going to have to sit. Sit now or sit later. Smith in, replaces her. LeCount at the line. LeCount hits the second one to make it 8-7. Menard's pass is picked off. Gagno too hard. Hicks. HGA shot, then Castine's foul. Castine looking to tie it. She does. We're tied 8-all. 3:08 to go. Looking to take the lead now. Green led 8-3. Smith tracks it down. Gives it to Francis. Weierstahl brings it up. Guarded by Desero. To Hicks. Picked off by Francis. Francis puts it up. Rebound Gagno. Blain brings it up. Underneath to Bono. Castine gives it to Gagnon. Hicks will bring it across. Weyerstall dribbles well with either hand. Underneath to Castine, and the red team's in the lead, 10-8. Francis will bring it up. Castine with the rebound. Fouls on Francis. Weyerstall will shoot. 1:23 to go. Second quarter. Castine rebounds. Stay to Castine. Hits make it 11-8. And it's 12-8, 9 unanswered points for the red team. A minute 20 to go in the first half. It's 12-8 now. Francis brings it down. Gets it to Bono. Bono has it picked off by Castine. Pushes it ahead for Weyerstall. Weyerstall back to Castine, a nice play. 14-8. Have a green timeout with 50 seconds to go. Blain brings it up. Underneath to Smith. Back to Blain. Smith rebounds. Puts it back up. Too hard. Again, Smith. Castine pushes it ahead to Bayshard. Bayshard on the run. Ichie follows. Smith with the rebound. Alicia Smith hitting the boards. Tesoro. 5 seconds to go in the half. Stolen by Bayshard. Taken back by Bono, and it's going to be 14-8 at the end of the first half. Red leading green. We are set for the start of the third quarter. 14-8 the score. Team Marlow leading Team Blain. A red leading the green. Ball comes into Weyerstall. Consolation round. Championship game will feature Team Garand and Team Gagnon. Castine misses. Smith rebound, gives it to Francis. From 14, Castine rebounds. Gives it up to Gagnon. Up and down. Tesoro pushes it back to Blain. Francis puts it up. Bono hitting the boards, gets it outside, looking for Blain. Taken away by Weyerstall up to Garceau. Foul was on Gagnon. Francis puts it up. Rebound Weyerstall. Drives, a little coast-to-coast action from Karen Weyerstall.
2 points, Karen Weyerstall.
And that's 13 unanswered points, 16-8 now. Red leads the green club. Might look like Shazy against Northeastern, but this is all Northeastern. The green is just the color of their shirts. Have a green team, a blue team, a yellow team, and a maroon team. And the shirts, of course, from Finney Sports. Where you can get all kinds of custom-made wear along with other items that you would find in sports departments. Weierstahl brings it up. Back down by Bayshard, back to Castine. Underneath to Garceau, nice play. Bayshard rebounds, shot is blocked. Bayshard shooting 2. Red was across before the shot. She faked one of her teammates out. Dessereau gets it into Francis, and Francis brings it across. Travel. Shot by Brassard. Smith puts it back out to Francis. Brassard with a long one. Rebound was pulled down by Menard. Bayshard. Brassard comes out with it. Francis, Missy Francis with a 16.5 footer, and it's a long drought has ended for the green team. It's now 16-10. Etier. Puts up a shot, rebounded Bayshard, and Jessica Bayshard hits. 2 points. Menard brings it up. 18-10, 4:25 to go in the third quarter. Smith out to Francis. And Missy Francis banks it in. It's 18-12. 4 minutes to go in the third.
2 points.
Weierstahl. Menard bumped her head, but she's all right. Menard gets from Watts and brings it up the floor. Travel. Hicks tosses it into LeCount. Castine. Francis brings it up. Missy Francis makes it 18-14, 3:05 to go in the third. Hicks will bring it up. Castine shot is rebounded by Menard. She'll give it to Francis. Lets it sail. Castine brings it down. Pushes it up ahead for Bayside. And Francis gets the rebound. Off Brassard's fingers. It's going to be red ball. Fouls on Brasser. That's at least her 5th. Desro's in for her. They allow 6 in this tournament because there's only 8 players per team. Daniel rebounds. Put up by LeCount. Bayshard puts it up. And rebounded by Menard. 1:26 showing. Francis brings it up. Team down by 4. 18-14. Three-second violation, gives the ball to Red. Hicks will bring it across. Over to Gagnon. Castine. They try to give it back to Hicks. Castine shot is rebounded and put in by Kelly Gagnon.
2 points, Kelly Gagnon.
To 14 the score. We have less than 30 to go in the third. Blain puts it up. Bono rebounds. Castine rebounds, pushes it ahead to LeCount. Hicks puts it up. LeCount throws it in the direction of the basket. Bayshard. The shot, Castine has it knocked away. Francis brings it up the floor, 3 seconds. Watch the clock. Is there a foul? One shot, 2 shots. 2 shots. Carabano shooting 2. The end of 3, it's 20-15 as Bono hits the second. Red ball. We start the fourth quarter. Garceau is to LeCount. She drives. 5-point ball game right now. Bono brings it back for the green. It's to Menard. Menard puts it up. Rebound Castine. Red leading 20-15. Consolation game. Foul call on Francis. Bayshard's shot. Rebounded Castine. Same team. Francis comes away with it. Desero. Bayshard gets to Hicks. Feather Hicks shooting. Fouls on Blain. No basket. She stepped across the line after the shot. Bounced across. Wirestall, number 2.
Good point.
Blain brings it back. Blain knocks no defense in the backcourt. 22-15. Red ball. Garceau keeps it in, gets it back to Wirestall. Francis over to block it. Wirestall with a nice bounce pass to Ichie. Garceau gives it to Smith. A nice hop, but she hopped then shot while straddling. Wirestall brings it up. Ichie. Brasser keeps it in bounds. Picked up by Garceau, however. Over to Bayshire, back out front to Blain. To Wirestall, that is. Watts gives it to Francis. Smith. Smith again. Blain gets it into Brassard. Watts passes it in to Francis, and Francis will bring it up floor. Three-second violation gives it back to Red. Wirestall. Blain retains control. Picked off by Wirestall. Traveling call. Francis with good defense. Blain brings it up. 4:40 left. 7-point lead for Red. Knocked out by Gagnon. At a Red sub, Ichie came out, and action continued. There's 4 players on the floor for Red. Bono to steal. Gets it back to Blain. Bono. Menard. Menard out to Bono. Blocked by LeCount. Watts makes that Francis with a shot. Rebound LeCount. Wirestall pushes it up ahead, hits Francis in back of the head. No defense in the backcourt. Green ball. This is the consolation game. Gagnon rebounds, goes up to Wirestall. Championship game will be played immediately following this. Blain will bring it back. This is Team Blain in green, Team Marlow in maroon. The other 2 teams are Team Gagnon and Team Guerin. One of which, Team Gagnon, is over here preparing game strategy for their matchup against Team Guerin. Menard gives it over to Francis. 3:20 left. Red foul. Have a whistle. Hicks is coming in. Let's say play ball. Hicks gives it to Gagnon. LeCount drives. Picked off by Bono. Bayshard. He's fouled by Francis. Bayshard will shoot. Hits the second. Francis gets the pass from Menard and brings it up. Underneath, Bono scoops it over to Desero. Blain to Bono. Gagno. Up ahead to Bayshard. And the Desero brings it back. Look out. Pushes it up the floor. Gagno. Rebound Francis. Following a green timeout. It's green ball. Blain will inbound it. Give it to Desero. Minute 33 to go. Brassard tracks it down. Over and back. Nope. Yep, over and back. Bono to Blain. Sam Blain's assistant coach, Shayna Blain's been awfully quiet today. Desero rebounds, moves it to Jessica Blain. All the way. Bayshard comes out with it. Brassard. Taken back by Bayshard. Hicks. Yes, another Hicks. 25 to 15. Desero with the ball. Gives it to Bono. Back to Desero. Desero heaves it up toward the basket. And that's it. 25 to 15 will be the final. So Team Marlow, the team in maroon, will take the consolation round of this first annual junior high tournament, defeating Team Blain. So that's the way it was, April 11th, 1992 at Northeastern Clinton Central School. Beautiful out-of-town Champlain on a snowy April 11th.